Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
All right, get set, fellas.
Right back to him on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
On second down, here's Carr. And that's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Wide.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Cousins now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On play action, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Oakland ready to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now McKinnon.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
McKinnon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Carr going to try and throw on third down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now here's Ross. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A first down throw for Cousins. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 20! And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards on the ground. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Throwing is Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Second down, Cousins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. First down, the run with Lynch. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, here we go. Hurry, get set, fellas.
Now a play fake here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
808.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
6:37.
On first down, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Golden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. First down, here's Cousins. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Gun. We're going. Let's go. Hey, flipper.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Room to run inside the 40, and down right around the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go, let's go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Here we go, in the energy. Zebra!
Cousins on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Move.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Rhino!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Gun! Two! We're going, let's go!
From the gun, here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Forced out to his left. He's going to keep it again. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Down. Get set, get set. Go Chief.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times at any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9
you
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. His throw incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The kick by Vecchio is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Now, Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Move.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Cousins going deep for Eifert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
White Monday down. Get set, get set. 6:37.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr will try it again on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, get set, fellas. 29.
To throw on second down. Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw, it's Carr. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Carr now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
7:34.
Carr now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Carr now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Yellow. Hey, Steamer.
Following the interception, Cousins on target over the middle to Hill. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Two. Patient. Go ahead.
2nd down, Cousins. That's complete to John Ross. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got room. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. On first and 10, Cousins. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. On play action, Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Rhino, Rhino!
56, Mike, 56. Stop your whining. Switch, switch.
Yellow, yellow, yellow!
Check three, check three. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And that's complete to Croft. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Hey, flipper, flipper!
First down. Here's Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Rose, Rose!
We got three, fellas, we got three. 56.
Zebra! Zebra! Hey, Doc!
Throwing again, Cousins on second and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the all-pro Navarro Bowman. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Carr throwing on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and 6.
Monday, down! 180! 694! 734!
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
24.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Express. 6-18.
Carr to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vontaze Burfict. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
7-34. Get set. 185. You're mine.
Shotgun now for Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Wide. There, 30.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 50. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Cousins on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DJ Chark, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
6-18. Monday, down. 185.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. That's taken in by the rookie Josh Malone. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Lucky 48.
Watch the quick. Watch the quick.
Rhino. Rose.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's just do me. Move.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
24. 29. 29.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Raider 2.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to let one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Golden Tate with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cousins now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Malone. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. And Eifert has it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. The Bengals on a roll now. It's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go, let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow, reach in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow, reach in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
He'll look to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Malone. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And Cook has it left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Back to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Express. 29. 29. Hey, 7:34.
Now Carr. Now he'll escape to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
6-18. We got 7:34.
To throw his Carr. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. 10 seconds to go.
6-18.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to